This is a reveal video for the Hella 172nd Bücker Jungmeister. This is the 133, Bücker 133. A nice kit. It's been going on a long time, I must admit. I've had this one on the go for quite a while, on and off, just in between projects, and finally got it finished off for the my local model club meeting. We were doing we had to build a kit that was 20 years old or more, and this is the one I picked, so I've done it for that, and obviously it links in with the SIG as well. Nice little aircraft, surprisingly small. I will just use the old Tamiya pot again to show you. It's quite a small aircraft, as you can see. Little single seat trainer that was used by the German army and in Spain as well to train the Condor Legion, which is how I've depicted it. Quite an old kit, I think, from the 70s, and the boxing that I had, the decals were shot, and there were a few little issues, so I didn't use any of that. These are the decals along the side are the numbers, and the stencils are just from the spares box. The numbers are actually from an old Fiat CR32 from Italieri, so they were spare. I think they're actually one. Oh no, they're from a 1/48 classic airframes kit, actually. From a decal sheet where it's all split, but I managed to keep these together just enough to get them on the side, so that worked out quite well. The Bücker Jungmeister logo, which is on the aluminium part of the forward of the airframe there, they were printed by myself and cut out, and they work pretty well. One side they've gone down very nicely, but the other side you can see like the shape I've cut the decal sheet, so I don't know what I've done there. I obviously didn't get it to bed down enough. It's been fully rigged, so I'll turn it around a minute so you can see that. And that's using my preferred rigging for this scale in 1/72nd, which is the Ushi Rig That thing, and this is the super fine size, which is extremely small. You can really struggle to see it. I changed over the windshield here. With just a curved part of again plastic food packaging. I'll see if I can get in there a little bit. A little bit tricky to see, but I think it comes out there in the light, and it's just in there, so that's quite nice. And I did make quite a few modifications to the interior as well. I added some sidewall detail. Added quite a lot to the interior of the aircraft as well. I added some sidewall detail with stretch sprue, cut down the instrument panel, which was too big, so I halved it so it fit back in there. I did a new control lever, and just a few other details, a cushion on the seat and the rest of it, and a couple seat belts. It's a nice kit. I'd left the modifications there, but there is, again, these Hella kits are pretty good. Most of the ones that they've done are really quite nice, and they've just got a few slight problems. And on this one, the cowling is surprisingly small in comparison to the actual one. It's quite noticeable how it comes out almost as far as there, I think. So it's quite, on the actual aircraft, it comes out almost over here as it goes around. It's the same there, so it's quite a lot wider. So that could be one addition that could be done, and if you manage to find an aftermarket engine, then that would probably give you the size of the cowling then. And the struts are a little bit thick for this scale, I must admit, and I think I might possibly do one of these in the future. And if you would do that, I think if you had wire struts and a wider cowl, it would really give it quite the lift and make it a more refined scale model. But this was not meant to be that. It was just an out of the box sort of build, so I didn't worry too much. I wasn't going to go to town on it. So I'm going to leave you with a few pictures now